Hello friends. So today we'll be seeing about vitamins, what are the causes, then what are the daily requirements for the vitamins, and what happens due to deficiency of the vitamins. So we'll move forward to it. So the word vitamins comes from the Latin word vita, which means life. So vitamins are inorganic or organic components in food that are needed in very small amounts for growth and for maintaining good health. Vitamins can be further classified as fat soluble and water soluble. So fat soluble vitamins which comes is vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. And under water soluble vitamins what comes is non B complex and B complex. So under non B complex what comes is vitamin C and B complex, which has been further divided into subtypes, and those are energy releasing and hematopoietic. So under energy releasing, what comes is thiamine, that is B1, riboflavin, that is B2, and niacin, that is B3. Then pyridoxine, B6, biotin, B7, and pantothenic acid, that is B5. Under hematopoietic comes is folic acid, vitamin B12, and cyanocobalamin. We'll see further about it in details. So first, before it, we'll see what are the functions of vitamins, and those are they build up the resistance of the body against disease, supply energy, serves as basic building units for other compounds, contributes substantially to the body's mass, help health protections. So we can see in this chart like what vitamin A is beneficial for. Vitamin A is beneficial in treating eye disorder, skin infections. Then vitamin B9, which reduces the risk of neural tube defects during pregnancy. Vitamin B12 provides the relief from the symptoms of anemia, kidney and liver disorders. Vitamin C, which helps to treat scurvy, cancer and common cold. Vitamin D aids in treating arthritis, tooth decay, diabetes and rickets. Vitamin E improves blood circulation and slow down the aging process. Vitamin K reduces the risk of menstrual pain and internal bleeding. So these were all the functions of the vitamins in short. Now we'll see in details about each and every vitamin and like the daily requirements, what has been required. So, vitamin A. Vitamin A is a group of unsaturated nutritional organic compounds that includes retinol, retinal, retionic acid, and several provitamin A carotenoids, among which beta carotene is the most important. So, the daily requirement are for the men and the women, it is 600 mcg. Then, for the pregnancy and lactating women, it is 950 mcg. Then for the infants, it is 350 mcg and children's it is 600 mcg. mcg is nothing but micrograms. Source of vitamin A. So this were like in the chart as you can see, these are the source of vitamin A, which are carrots, papayas, meat, fish, and broccolis, apricots. Then these are the some main sources of the vitamin A. So functions. Retinol is required for normal and color vision. Retinol is required for reproduction and growth. Then it is also required for differentiation and functions as steroid hormone. Retionic acid is required for synthesis of glycoprotein. It also acts as steroid hormone. Retinol and retionic acid are involved in regulation of gene expression. Deficiency. Night blindness, growth and formation of the tooth are defective. Nerve growth is also affected. That is, the vitamin D deficiency affects in the neural system. Vitamin A deficiency affects the neural system too. Then deposition of keratin in the skin gives rise to the toad skin appearance. So this were the deficiencies which have been caused due to the vitamin A when it's deficient in a body. Now we come to vitamin D. It is also called a sunshine vitamin. Its active form are vitamin D2, that is ergocalciferol, and vitamin D3, that is cholecalciferol. So the daily requirements for the vitamin D are 10 mg per day. Functions: calcium balance, cell differentiation, immunity, blood pressure regulation, and development of bones and teeth. These were the sources of the vitamins: the sunlight, milk, then supplements of vitamin D, and mushrooms and egg yolk. Deficiency of the vitamin D causes rickets, osteomalacia, osteoporosis. So, as you can see in the child, the protruding forward head posture, the large head, pigeon chest, depressed ribs, enlarged epiphysis at the wrists, then protruding abdomen, curved femur, that is the leg bone, also called as the leg bone, then the enlarged epiphysis at ankle, curved tibia and fibula, kyphosis, then curved humerus, that is the arm bone, and large head. So deficiency of vitamin D can cause such symptoms. So vitamin E, it includes the tocopherol and the tocotrienols. They are naturally occurring antioxidants. It is also called as the anti-aging factor. So the daily requirements of the vitamin D can be: for the men it's 10 mg, for women it's 5 to 8 mg, children 8 to 3 mg, and infants 4 to 5. So the sources of vitamin E are olive oil, coconut oil, sunflower oils, broccoli, almonds. So this were some main sources of the vitamin E which we can get through the food. Then functions: alpha tocopherol in a cell membrane and cystole functions as antioxidant. So also involved in the maintenance of muscle tone, increases the synthesis of hemoproteins, and prevents the vitamin A from the oxidative damage. So these are the functions of vitamin E. Now we'll move towards vitamin K. It refers to the group of structurally similar fat-soluble vitamin human body needs for a complete synthesis of certain proteins that are required for blood coagulation. It is produced by the bacteria in the intestine. The daily requirements of vitamin K are: for the men and women it's 70 to 140 micrograms, and for the children it's 35 to 75 micrograms. Then these are the natural sources of vitamin K: the broccoli, the cucumber, and so on. Then the functions of the vitamin K are: it is essential for the hepatic synthesis of coagulation factor 2, 5, 7, 9, and 10. It prevents hemorrhage only in cases where there is defective production of prothrombin, so-called as anti-hemorrhagic vitamin. It acts as a cofactor in oxidative phosphorylation associated with lipid. Then deficiency causing vitamin AK, which causes hemorrhage in the newborn, is the most common symptom of vitamin K deficiency. Then uncontrolled bleeding through the nose and gastrointestinal tract can also occur due to vitamin K deficiency. Then vitamin B1, which comes in the B complex, and which is also called as a thiamine. It is also called as anti-beriberi factor, anti-neuretic factor, and ernurine. All living organisms uses thiamine, but it is synthesized only in bacteria, fungi, and plants. Sources: rich sources, outer coating of food grains like rice, wheat, and yeast. Good sources for the vitamin B1 are whole cereals, pulses, oilseeds, and nuts. Fair sources are meat, liver, and egg. Then deficiency of vitamin B1 causes adult beriberi, wet beriberi, dry beriberi, and infantile beriberi. As you can see in the image, what causes due to the vitamin B1 deficiency. Then vitamin B2. It is also called as a beauty vitamin. Sources: whole grains, legumes, pulses, green leafy vegetables, yeast, egg, milk are the good sources of the vitamin B2. Then functions: it is essential for normal growth, helps in digestion, necessary for healthy mucous membrane, good for skin and nails, and eyes too. Then deficiency of vitamin B2 causes, in human, it causes oral, facial and ocular lesion, angular stomatitis lesion of mouth, particularly at corners of mouth. Then chiliosis or red, swollen and cracked lips can be also caused due to this deficiency. Then vascularization of cornea and conjunctiva are called bloodshot eyes. Then glottis, inflamed magenta colored tongue can be also caused due to the deficiency of this vitamin. Then vitamin B3, which is also called as niacin. It is essential for metabolism of carbohydrate, protein and fat. It is also essential for DNA synthesis. Sources of vitamin B3 are peanut butter, cereals and rice. So the deficiency causing the vitamin B3, that is niacin, causes pellagra in skin. Then gastrointestinal tract can also be affected, as you can see in the image. This is the image of pellagra caused due to vitamin B3 deficiency. Then vitamin B5, that is also known as pantothenic acid. So it is essential for synthesis of fat, protein and coenzyme A for the enzymatic activities. Then functions: converting food into the glucose, accelerates wound healing, forming red blood cells, synthesizing cholesterol and forming stress related hormones. So these are the sources for the vitamin B5: the sunflower seeds, mushrooms, cauliflower and so on. Deficiency of the vitamin causes it may cause fatigue, irritability, etc. Then it causes imbalance in sugar levels by reducing sugar level below normal. Then vitamin B deficiency, that is pyridoxine. Vitamin B, that is pyridoxine. We'll see the functions deficiency of it now. So the functions of vitamin B are promotes antibodies production, promote RBCs production. Then vitamin maintains normal nerve functions, then keep blood sugar in the normal ranges. Deficiency, nervousness, insomnia, then loss of muscle control, muscle weakness, muscle cramps and water retentions. Then vitamin B7, that is also known as the biotin. It is also known as vitamin H or coenzyme R, is a water-soluble vitamin. Biotin is coenzyme for carboxylase enzyme involved in the synthesis of fatty acids, isoleucine and valine, and in the gluconeogenesis, and is needed to metabolize carbohydrate, protein and fat. Sources: red meat, eggs, seeds and nuts. Then deficiency of vitamin B7 causes alopecia, red rash around the eyes, nose and mouth, and depression symptoms. Then vitamin B9, that is folic acid. It is the natural form of the vitamin B. It is involved in the synthesis of DNA and RNA. In protein metabolism, it also plays the role. It plays a key role in the breakdown of amino acid that can exert harmful effects on the body if it is present in large amounts. Sources of the vitamin B9 are green leafy vegetables, pulse like black gram, green gram, eggs and liver are the good sources of the vitamin B9. Then deficiency of vitamin B9 are megaloblastic anemia is the main symptom of the folic acid deficiency. As you can see in the image, what has been caused due to deficiency of the anemia. Then vitamin B12, that is also known as cobalamin. It is needed for nerve tissue health, brain functions and production of RBCs. Sources of vitamin B12 are pork, ham, beef, lamb, meat, eggs and dairy products like milk, cheese, etc. Then deficiency of it may lead to Peyronie's anemia, then atrophic gastritis, then demyelination and irreversible nerve cell death. Vitamin C, which is also known as an ascorbic acid. It plays an important role in controlling infections and wound healing and act as antioxidant that can neutralize harmful free radicals. So the sources of vitamin C are guava, coriander and cabbage are rich source of the vitamin C. Fruits like lemon Orange, pineapple, papaya, mango, and tomato are also known to be the good source of vitamin C. So the deficiency of this may cause scurvy, that is the swollen gums in the teeth. Okay. Okay, so this were the vitamins, their functions, their deficiencies, and the role which they play in our body, and the daily requirements. Okay, so thank you. If you have liked our video and our information, please subscribe our channel and like our video. Thank you.